as a result, Exorcism is out. I can hear the ghost going away. They're going on to Kuro right now. He's going to go ahead and throw out the Fissure, see if he can survive, but he's going to be chased down most likely. Back over to the mid lane with Siege Wagon push and Exorcism out. This is feeling like Weeha's rotation up to top lane. I'm not sure.
And still good pressure and still really good things coming out from High Coast. Mind Control does get some space, but Charlie's already got a broadsword too. This is...
Whoa. Miracle, jeez. That was wildly aggressive there for a moment in GH.
And GH is going to pay for it.
Yeah, he certainly is. I mean, Miracle had it out. He could pop his ultimate, which... Meanwhile, High Coast... I always kind of like this play when whenever you've got these really annoying offlaners, these Timber Saws, Venomancer's a good example. Like, instead of fighting into them, which is kind of what they want, just letting that tower go and getting aggressive somewhere else, and this is where they can get aggressive onto Supreme. Disruption is only going to buy him a little bit of time here. The charge is going to come through. That allows Supreme to be able to get a lot of Spirit Siphons off, and that ultimate from Miracle didn't actually get him away from that. The Spirit Siphon keeps him up, and Supreme, that half health, is going to start turning things around. And Charlie, he's going for the kill onto the IO. Won't be able to get him, but Weeha, he does not have any jumps away, so Zibe is going to run him down with the poison. Potentially really punished by Weeha as he attempts to go for the kill, but Zibe, he's level 6 here. Weeha, he's got to be careful in his aggression. He's going in deep. He's going to get purged up. The ultimate, it's going to come out soon from Era, but they do have the relocate. He's got backup, and that's going to come in from Miracle. Both the supports are going to die pretty fast on the side of High Coast, but Kuro's already dead. Supreme, he is strong. Can they actually help him out here? The silence is going to go down as relocate back. Make a move.
We'll clean up that warrior. Get a little bit of extra gold from the Necro book.
Weeha coming in with his Invis rune to the top lane.
He's very poor. He's under a sentry.
And he's spotted by a sentry, Chesty. Okay, he knows now. The range creep showed up, but they're immediately going to go for the black hole. The trap has been sprung and set. Caught a Weeha. Team.
I love that it lets you set up and save the fast TP for your teammates. That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
It always lets the 3-second TP on the front line as Miracle diving in.
Zibe, he's definitely going to be dying here, but GH is going to get low, ulted up by Era. They need a little bit more, but he's so fast because of the Shukuchi, as now they're looking to be able to force Charlie. Actually, he's already used his ultimate, so never mind, he's just going to die. Exorcism will clean up on Kuro. Does Supreme feel good enough to run into these three?
Overcharge gives you Spell Lamp. It actually is an insane amount of damage that does come out as Chesty top. The relocate catches him off guard.
Yeah, this is something that is kind of awkward. This relocate against an offlaner that likes to remain kind of static.
It's going to be reactions now, though. We see High Coast setting up. Nigma's all in the area, though.
Once they're going to go into their safe lane and try and force a team fight with this smoke, and they're going to manage to catch the Void Spear with the Yule Scepter into the silence, and now looks like Weaver's been put in the hole as well, and he's not going to be given an escape. GH, too late for that one, and even the relocate out is not successful thanks to this. This hero turns into a serious late game beast.
And he's already got the items to kind of counteract versus Weaver. Like, he has Basher already at this point. Miracle.
Oh, if he got a bash there, they might have been able to get the kill. Supreme pushed on the wrong side of the Fissure here. Is in an awkward space. He's still got the Eula Scepter and Spirit Siphons. He's going to pop it now to be able to dodge the Stimulate. Charlie takes that damage instead. He still has the Aegis, and the Disruption is out there to be able to buy Supreme a little bit more time. Again, a charge comes through. Supreme, is he going to be able to get away? Hiding inside the trees. Spirit Siphon goes out immediately. Miracle pops that ultimate in order to break the Spirit Siphon. Still hoping to be able to chase out Supreme, but now an ultimate from Era, a silence of Fissure, but this time he's on the right side of it as he holds his ground. The spirits come back, he heals up. Weeha's gonna go down, another Yule Scepter, buying him a little bit more time. A silence goes out because the team help him. Kuro comes in with a big echo. That's gonna take out Zibe, but Charlie back into it, almost taking the Venomancer down. Oh no, he didn't get the kill before he died. He'll come back for a second life, but Era's low on health, and with a 1 versus 4, he's gonna get kited around heavily. Charlie doesn't stand a chance on his second life. He does go down. The Blink Daggers pick.
Situations where he bashes the Ursa if he's fighting him straight up, right? I mean, that sounds absolutely ridiculous, but like you can see the reasons why he'd want. Like, what else do you itemize? You'd have to go for like Butterfly or Scotty, kiting him out. I can see the reasons why he could go for this.
Oh boy. Just, my God. I don't know, man. I find that Io Weaver is like one of the most ridiculous looking.
I would like to see it removed from SNY. I'll be totally honest with you.
Okay, fair enough. That's an old school Dota player thing, yeah.
Well, just like the fact that you see people go back for SNY as like a fourth item just feels so weird, but you know, it works so well with a lot of these cores. This Era, they'll just swoop right in and assassinate him on the high ground. High Coast, like you mentioned, they want to just farm these BKBs. They're sacrificing a lot of ground.
Yeah, Era was positioned to break us still.
And they get the scan too, the successful scan up on top on Chessie. He needs to be careful.
Forward. Chessie.
He's gonna get relocated on.
Oh no, yeah. Oh, he's gonna go for the black hole right away with the midnight pulse. Oh, thank goodness Weeha's here. That could have been disastrous. I'm
spotted up there, and High Coast has to be more careful with how they're split up. This Nigma, you know, the mobility's really getting to them. Even though they're the ones with Spirit Breaker, they're not able to match this movements. And now Basher's finished up after that SNY very quickly.
GH are going to go and try and get a fast kill onto him. The Weaver's here joining up, but Era's going to be able to pick up that Invis rune. Might need a little bit more damage to finish off GH. He's burning, but meanwhile Supreme has been left behind. The Yule Scepter's right before the Fissure, but he's surrounded here. He's going to pop his BKB, Spirit Siphon on out. He's healing a lot. GH is still alive, but Era's still trying to track him down. Can he actually get him? Curl jumps in and bails out GH with a big enchant totem hit to stall up Era. GH is just too strong, apparently. He's just a little bit too tanky every time.
Cap, they used Exorcism, and now they have to run away from the fight. They also used Black Hole.
Oh my god.
Nigma's just gonna run away with the next 2 minutes or so. They're just gonna keep running at them. Don't let them get any space. They've got no damage. They've got no team fight. Around that one with relocates and soon having the Abyssal Blade on the Weaver. So it doesn't look like it's gonna be easy for High Coast.
Every Ursa lineup needs its Roshan. And Nigma's, they're currently trying to take that Roshan away. His mind control just kind of jumps in, drops the ultimate immediately. In these last few seconds of Roche, they're looking to be able to take it and keep them out of the pit. High Coast going in. They can manage to get the Aegis, but this could be a potentially bad team fight. It's BKB, Black Hole going out, only catching one bow. Oh, Miracle got bumped into it by Era. He pops his ultimate, but he was already low. He's going to have to fight through on a second light. Charlie, his BKB is wearing out soon as the jump in from Weehaw relocate out over to the side. They actually go away. They're going back in because they know Charlie doesn't have his BKB anymore. The Exorcism, though, they're stunned up. It's doing so much damage. Miracle had the cheese, though. He pops that immediately. He's going to get bumped back by, oh, they relocate back over to the other side of the pit, and they're going to be back at the fight soon, but they may not even need him. Simi is going to go for a last-second disruption and TP out, but that is denied by Weehaw. Gets the Yule Scepter on him. Turn back over to Supreme, but obviously his Exorcism is gone.
He's got Abyssal, and he's just, yeah, he's huge now.
The entire idea of team fights is that they have to be able to, like, bring people down 100-0, right? They're very excited with a big black hole, but if Nigma stretch out the team fight, the longer it goes, the more likely they are to win it. But it's a play going out, so the Weaver is overwhelmed. This the enraged. Charlie just shakes it off that disable. He does it. Nigma, instead of going for a 5-man push into the triangle, they might be... I thought maybe they were just going to go for a fast push into bottom lane, but maybe they're waiting for Charlie to actually show himself, and show himself he does. They start off, lead up, immediately get the disable on him, throw every single disable they have in the book right at Charlie to make sure no chance of BKB, no chance of the enrage.
And that's 70 seconds. That was a good read by them. They had the catapult wave pushing in. If they knew that all of High Coast was set up top, they just waited for that perfect swing. And now look at the damage. Era just gets completely a Wind Waker your team, and he just flies out of it in the funniest way possible.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen 2 Wind Wakers. I got to see one yesterday, only for a couple of seconds.
He's been silenced. Abyssal Blade back to be able to stop the Ursa. Now the follow-up disables. Now he's going to pop his ultimate, but he's already been charged. Now the Black Hole. Weeha's got it as well. He jumps right in, headlong into the darkness. And now GH, he's going to be pulled back in by a relocate Nigma. Or do I pop it beforehand, but the disable's going to connect with me after on my second, second
Charlie has been killed.
Uh-oh. Charlie in trouble? What is Charlie doing down here? He's got his BKB. He's gonna have to use it soon as he pops the enrage first. And now he's just dead. Why, though?
I'm sensing.
And my control just dances on him with the whip.
Gets thrown away.
Yeah, and I mean, now they don't have, they don't have Black Hole for 50 seconds or Exorcism. So Nigma, with that kill, they effectively are playing only versus like 3 heroes. They can just go hard, jump onto anybody they see, and just take out these buildings. High Coast has to be very careful these next 50 seconds. They've got the blink as well on the Enigma, so they've got great ways to fight. Everything's up for them. Can they get the catch? They've got a ward too, actually in good position, watching Weehaw and Kuroki.
All eyes on Jesse here, seeing if they can get the right kind of initiation. They've already lit up perfectly. But pick off onto Kuro. That team fighter's down now. A silence to be able to follow up onto the Weaver. He's immediately being stunned up here. I think that was the Wind Waker used on him. Miracle's going to be backing away, but now that means they're open to be able to lay out the black hole. Here comes GH. He goes in for a potential relocate heal save here, but the black hole's just like hitting the two of them. Buyback on the Earthshaker, but there's no buyback on our Weaver or our IO. High Coast. They can take this and build for more now as they're unable to get Weehaw, but they can go into the Roshan pit if they wish.
Nigma didn't, they were just under complete vision. Look, they're pinging it out right now too. Like Weehaw's like pinging that ward, but he actually walks right back into it.
Yeah, he throws out the Void Remnant. That doesn't stop Era for long thanks to the bulldoze. He shrugs off that disable. The ward is still there.
Wait, Weehaw was pinging that ward though. Like he's like, I know there's a ward here, and he walked up and just gave his life for it. That ward just literally won them that entire situation. Just
mind control, the Echo Slam! A Wampo combo from Nigma with 2 heroes. They are hoping this is enough to get High Coast out of the damn pit with a buyback coming in from Weehaw. High Coast, Eva's gonna go in, but they can't actually stop it. Everything's gonna be picked up on the ground. Supreme with no BKB. He's gotta play it careful here. Nigma start backing themselves away. A charge in from Era. It's Charlie who runs on in and tanks the Void Remnant, but he will manage to catch up with Weehaw here. Thanks to the Abyssal Blade, a follow-up bump in there from Era. He's gonna be able to get him killed, and GH just used his tether. Yeah, as you say, with the Venomancer dead, and then he's got spider legs on top of it, his mobility, there's such a massive difference for him. They're going to try and burst down Supreme, but he's got a fresh BKB in the black hole. He managed to catch the Weaver while the guy who's being addressed. Io, GH managed to get off the cheese, and the Weaver's not dead yet. He managed to get off the timeline. Shikoshi himself away as GH does the same with the tether. Now the ultimate comes out for the Venomancer, as they're focusing down this death problem. Spirit Siphon's keeping alive with the Ult Scepter as well. He's healing up so damn much. Weehaw, double in, refresher, back and forth with the Astral Step. Going up to the Ursa. Ursa almost dead. He pops in range, tries to go for a DP out, denied by the Ult Scepter. You're not going anywhere, Big Bad Bear. As he turns around, goes for the guy who does manage to get him killed before he finally falls. Era, TP away. Do they have a disable? They do. They've got the Void Remnant. They snap him out of his place. Just poking, seeing if Supreme or anybody from High Coast can be pulled out of position. Miracle, he's going to be spotted here. He does have a double damage. He's Abyssal Bladed, but they do have the Ult Scepter in the black hole. It's going to be able to catch him. GH, can they save him? They're not going to go for it on the first life, but he uses tether, but it doesn't actually bail out Weehaw. Meanwhile, the second life of Miracle is going to come into play with the Ult Scepter. Stop to Shikuchi. Can they get the silence afterwards? They get a bash and a silence and an Abyssal Blade. The Weaver's dead.
Nice stuff from Era.
Controlessly in the face
Charlie?
of... Oh, Charlie!
He finds him.
All right.
Yeah, IO cheese. I don't know. GH is still deciding. He's flying the courier around. Looks like he's trying to send it to mind control, but...
Whoa, they do manage to burst out mind control, but he gets a buyback immediately. A charge through, bumps to a black hole being used immediately onto the Weaver. Can they burst him down fast enough? But he does have the edges. They get the relocate out.
Pressure shard is on Weehaw still last time.
Jumping in, immediately get the jump onto Weehaw. Weehaw is dead. Abyssal Blade into the mouth of this. They just cannot handle this fast damage. Is now Miracle.
It's like the little Malefice stuns and everything are pretty obnoxious, so.
Era. That hit does a lot of damage. He's gonna re-get his ultimate off thanks to the bulldoze, making that disable not last very long. Should be able to keep the chains done pretty easily. Now with Charlie here, Miracle's got to be a little bit careful. He was hoping to be able to kill that Spirit Breaker. He does pop his ultimate, turn around, pops him real quickly, but now he's been silent.
Charlie's being slowed up.
Yeah, he's dealing with this Venomancer. You said this is a hard game for Charlie to be able to play. The Venomancer's allowed to be in his face constantly. They do manage to get the sign onto Miracle, but he quickly shrugs it off and is able to get his Shikuchi away. This Scotty is slowing things down incredibly. The Wind Waker away goes mind control as Miracle looks to be able to chase him down again. BKB activated, TP out. Chessie, no! The Abyssal Blade from Miracle catches him on the last half second here. And now Supreme, he's going to be run down as well. He's got the gem too, so he should be able to pick that one up, even if it takes a little bit to kill him.
He tried Titanic, it is, so he's going to have more survivability on this Weaver now.
Places that true second life with a pseudo second life of it. but
they're under
High
vision
Coast
here.
is seeing an opportunity to be able to pick off GH. They might just have got him. Sight device goes out. The AM disc immediately invisibly, but it takes off the disable thanks to the status resistance. And Charlie, he just got bashed up. Now he's going to be Echo Slam, but he managed to get the enrage off. He's going to start focusing on a miracle. While on the side, they're going to be able to catch Weehide here with the first black hole. He's already dead. Weehide's going to go for the buyback. This is a must-win engagement. Nigma, they can close out this game now as Era turns around, goes to the charge, but he's caught. The Fisher pulls him down into the grave. Is Supreme running away with the exorcism. They got to be careful of Chessie, though. He doesn't have the mana for a second black hole, but maybe he does now. Lose it. Black hole a second too late. Doesn't catch Miracle. And now Chessie, he's going to be ripped apart by Miracle. All that damage going out, but they might be able to kill GH. They do. 2 minutes on the clock for one, but GH, he's able to buy back and immediately come to this fight. Oh, no, it's just too much. They know Supreme cannot hold this any longer. Not with Charlie dead, not with the last black hole used. That is it for High Coast. Nigma, a hard-fought game